Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there who's celebrating Thanksgiving today. Hope you guys are enjoying. If you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, hope you guys are just enjoying family and friends and enjoying the day off, to say the least, and just enjoying some great food. I actually gave you guys a challenge to do. I gave you guys what's called the mindfulness challenge. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out my last short I just did, and you'll see it on there. All right, guys. So let's get into the topic here today. I want to talk about opportunities and taking advantage of all the opportunities you have in life. Yes, we have tons of opportunity to come our way. Sometimes we take advantage of them, sometimes we don't. And it behooves me that why we don't take advantage of certain opportunities. And I'm talking to you guys, but also too, I'm talking to myself as well about this topic here. And I met two individuals yesterday. I met both really cool guys. I met really cool, two cool individuals. One around my age, and one was a little younger and everything like that. But it showed me that taking advantage of opportunities is where it's at. No matter what age you are, take advantage of opportunities you have. And it made me look at my own life and see if I'm taking advantage. Am I taking advantage of all the opportunities that come my way? To meeting friends, to networking, to job possibilities, to business opportunities, to network together as much as possible. Am I taking advantage of all the opportunities out there? Have I taken advantage of opportunities I had here, living in America, or being American per se, or just and it's not about nationality by no means, or I don't say nationality by where you're born and stuff like that. It doesn't mean nothing by that. It's a matter of, are you truly taking advantage of everything you have, or whatever, or everything you lack? Are you still taking advantage of that? So let's get right into it, guys. Here, so I had two stories. I'm going to be looking at my notes here on my other phone here, and one was taking advantage of opportunities we have here. I was talking to a gentleman last night. He was 19 years old. I didn't know he was 19, so I almost like halfway to the end of our conversation. And we were talking about life and stuff. And he said, "Man, what do you do, man?" I was telling him, well, I got a few things I do. I have two small businesses I run, and also have some field things I run and stuff like that as well. And I was telling him about stuff, and I said, what I'm really excited about right now is I'm doing YouTube right now. And he said, "You doing YouTube?" I said, "Yeah, I'm doing YouTube." And it may sound kind of weird here, this guy that's almost 50 years old about to do YouTube, just starting YouTube now. And I've been telling him I wanted to do YouTube for a while, but for some reason I let other distractions in my life. And not, I mean, I know the reasons. I know the reasons why. It just wasn't high priority. I just didn't get it done. They say if if you have wife and kids, and it's just not high priority, it's not a high priority. If you have a husband and kids, whatever you don't get done, it's just not a high priority. So anyways, I was telling him the gentleman I'm doing YouTube and everything, and he said, "Oh man, that's awesome, man." And he said, what's your channel?" I said, DRJH3. And I said, I'm about to change the names like that and getting really into it here and do some other things I have set up for the channel coming up the next 2 or 3 months here. And I've been doing this challenge for myself for the whole month of November. I've been posting at least one short or long-term video every day. I've been doing it. And he said, "Oh, that's awesome, man. That's awesome." And then he shared with me, and this is the kicker here. He shared with me that he wants to do YouTube. I said, "Man, get to it, man. Get to it." I said, "What are you waiting for, And I started telling a little bit about my journey and everything. And I don't know if he wanted to hear this or not, but I was giving it to him anyways. And I was telling him that I actually started this channel back in 2000 and I think it was like 2017, 2018 actually. No, I think 2017, 2018 I actually started this channel here. But I actually have another channel called The Education Movement, that where I actually did videos and interviewed people on there. And that was supposed to be the main channel here, and this is supposed to be like the side channel here. But I started doing it for a little bit. Editing got a little tough and this and that. And I started busy with life. And next, I didn't do it at all. But what pushed me this time to actually get this channel doing, because I've been wanting to do this for a long time, because I do public speaking. I've been doing public speaking with the National Speaking Association, the NSA, as well as at my old working with the military and everything. I did over 300 speaking engagements I did with them. I talked to over 10,000 people. I talked with them. So public speaking wasn't a thing for me. I love sharing some knowledge. I love talking to individuals, networking as much as possible, and just sharing it in front of a crowd. I love it. I love it. Jokes. I love the whole. I love everything about it. About speaking, public speaking, and stuff like that. But what I was sharing with this guy was what moved me to do YouTube. And I'm thinking, okay, I already know how to public speak and all that, and I'm thinking pretty decent at it. But what really got me was turning 50. That's what moved me. And I was telling him this, and I didn't know how old this guy was here, this gentleman here. I knew he looked relatively young, maybe when I say young, maybe 20, 30, right in that range there. And I didn't know exactly how old he was. So I was saying that 50 really pushed me. I'm about to be 50 here now in 2 months. And I said, wouldn't it be nice? And then I started actually posting stuff. I think in September I started posting stuff. I think it was September. I think it was September I started posting. Maybe August it was. I can't remember right at the moment. But I started, and I said, I'm gonna be consistent with this. And I was kind of, perhaps half a little bit how I'm trying to say this, haphazardly. I'm trying to say, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. I'll do 2 3 days here, so forth, so forth. And I said I'm gonna get really into this here, and I'm actually gonna do it. I'm gonna do this. And what really pushed me is turning 50, because I think the average American lives to about 72 years old. The average American. If I'm turning 50, then that gives me, if you're talking about 72, that gives me how many? We'll just say 75. We'll just say 75 to be just kind of round the numbers up. That'll give me, how many years that give me? That'll give me 25 more years on Earth. That'll give me walking around. So I'm thinking, okay, if I don't do YouTube now, when I'm gonna do it? When I'm 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 90. When am I gonna do YouTube? When am I actually gonna do this? When am I gonna take the steps in doing this? So I said, let me burn the boats and let me go for this, basically. And let me do this. Let me do this now. Why not do it now? And as I was telling I was telling this the whole story. He was like, "Man, that's awesome that you're doing this and all that, man." And then he said, he came back and he said that well, I don't know what topic to talk about. I have a lot of interest and all that. I said, man, narrow down to about 3 and go with it, man. Just go with it, and then you'll figure all the rest of the stuff out. Because I know myself, and I like to really plan things out in detail, or I'll get stuck into what's called I would say analysis paralysis. Yeah, that's what I do, because I like to analyze, research stuff and all this. So I was telling the gentleman, I asked him, right before we about to end our conversation, I said, how old are you, man? He said, I'm 19. I said, 19? No way, man. Oh, my Lord, have mercy. I was blown away. He said, 19? Man, get started now, man. Because the reason why I told him to get started now, check this out. You have, if we go by the average age, of people, no longer being here on Earth with us, think about it. I told him I have from, say, 50 to 75. So that's 25 years I have. So check this out. He has from 19 to go to 50. Let's say just make it 20 to make it round it up and all that. So say he's 20 years old, 20 to 50. He has 30 years now. 30 years. 30 years. Come on. You have 30 years of, I'm thinking about having fun, enjoying yourself, creating stuff, creating content, helping people out, educating people, sharing your knowledge, sharing your life, and hopefully the whole game plan of doing all this sharing is that it helps someone out there in our community, And I said, dude, you have 30 years. That's just for 50. So then go ahead and go to 75. I mean, you have so many years here, man. Why not get started? You have more life to live, relatively speaking, than I have. I'm actually on the short end of life actually over here. And that's what actually pushed me to do this. You know what I'm saying? That's what pushed me to do this. So I'm thinking, so you have time on your side, but you're not doing it. And I said, man, you do it, man. To get focused and do it and all that, just hunker down, man, and do it. And he said, all right. You look at my channel. He said, man, I remember his last words he said to me before we departed and everything. He said, when I start my channel, I'm gonna message you. I'm gonna email you or something like that, or I'm gonna message you, man, let you know, man, that I did it. And I hope he does it. I hope he does it. I hope he sees this and do it, actually, because I mean, if you need tips, let me know, man. Man, you have no idea, man. It's just right here, just doing this has brought me joy. And people may not think, okay, just talking in front of camera here, you don't do too much editing and all that, but you're sharing your message, you're sharing your knowledge you have here. I've been here for 50 years on Earth here, almost 50 years on this Earth, walking around, talking and moving, and different education systems I've been into, to different schools I went to, different people I met through my life. Some people I want to keep out of my life, just things you learn as you turn 50 years old, played soccer and all that. I mean, just overseas played soccer. I played soccer. Every country I went to, I played soccer at least one time there at that country. Just so many things that I wanted to share back, and hopefully be able to help someone out there, And of course, the channel here, of course, there is about self-improvement, health, and wellness, of course, here. And pretty much really think about it, a lot of things are self-improvement, of course. And we'll talk about more. I have a lot of things planned for the channel here, and I cannot wait to share it with you guys here. So anyways, hope that gentleman, hopefully if he sees this and all that, hope he, I think he said he's subscribed to the channel. I think he did subscribe to the channel. So hopefully he'll see this and actually get that YouTube channel started. And those out there too, let's say you watching this and you just came across this right here, me talking, definitely start your YouTube channel. I say start it up. It's an amazing process. I've connected with so many people so far, and just I'm thankful just for the comments. I got a comment this morning. I got a comment this morning, and I got to respond. I need to respond back now and everything. Since now I'm up and going and stuff. But one other thing I want to share with you guys, another opportunity I want to share with. Like I said, I met 2 people I met yesterday. It really sparked my interest. And I met a whole bunch of people yesterday, but 2 people really sparked my interest here, and then we really talked about stuff. and they kind of round up this whole story. And the second story I want to share with you, the gentleman I met here is a millionaire. This guy's a millionaire now. This guy's a millionaire, or maybe he's not a millionaire. He's right there at cusp. I think he's a millionaire in assets and stuff like that. Maybe not liquid and cash, what have you like that. But anyways, we talked and stuff like that. And he said, I took advantage of all the opportunities that came my way, Junior. And I said, why do you think you took advantage of all the opportunities and where you're at right now? Why do you think that is? And he said, because what I saw growing up as a kid. I said, no way. I said, what you see growing up as a kid? He said, well, I was raised not here in America, first of all. I actually came here to America, and I don't remember. I can't remember the date. I know he's been here for at least 25 years, 25. I think he said 30 years he's been here in America. And I said, man, that's awesome, man. And he said, no, that's not the awesome part about it, because stuff I saw in my country, and now I'm here in America. I'm taking advantage of all the opportunities here now. And guess what? I'm here. I'm at now. I'm based on a millionaire in assets, definitely a millionaire in assets and stuff like that. I'm doing quite well for myself, he was saying. And I said, yeah, you are absolutely are and everything. And I said, you know what? Research actually shows that you have a greater chance of becoming a millionaire just for the fact that what you saw growing up versus what other Americans and myself have seen growing up. And he says it lights a fire in you, and you see all the opportunities out there. You see all the pennies. Say there's a bunch of pennies on the ground. You see all the pennies, all the opportunities you see. And so then I had to look at my own self here. And of course, it is not about comparing yourself, because you're in a race with yourself at the end of the day. You're really in a race by yourself and all that. I'm happy for that guy. He did what he did and stuff like that. But the thing is, what I always trying to do is how can I get the most out of life? I don't care what I'm doing. I don't care if I'm training my dog, I used to have a dog and everything named Ziggy, and my dog Ziggy, we used to train 24/7, I'm thinking, how can I get the most out of him? How can I get his life to be the best they can be, So like my parents did for me. My parents gave me all type of opportunities as a kid. I'm thankful for all the opportunities. But what I notice is sometimes we can get a little lazy here. We can get a little comfortable. We can get but also too, what happens what you want, of course, in life here and everything. And I know myself, it's a few things I always like to grow as much as possible and self-improve as much as possible. But just talking to that gentleman, meeting that gentleman yesterday, the millionaire guy, really made me look at certain things a little differently and say, okay, am I really giving all I can each week, or am I holding myself back? And I said, okay, you know what? I have a small business out here. I'm gonna get a little more serious with a small business. I know the small business that I have on the side here that I've been kind of playing with a little bit. I can make it grow and definitely make it grow. Definitely six figures and so forth and all that. I know a few things I need to do, and it'll be right there and all that. And I'm not saying that to boast by no means and all that. I'm just sharing these two stories here to encourage you guys to look at the opportunities around you and take advantage of it and everything, guys. All right. So, anyways, those that are celebrating those are celebrating Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving to you. Those who are not, just enjoy the day, of course, here. Hopefully, you're around family and friends. And enjoy the day, guys. And like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for commenting down there. I think we're at 56 subscribers. And the game plan now, I know we went from 0 to 50, because I want to hit 50 before I turn 50 years old in January. So now the game plan is to hit another 50 now. So the game plan now is going to 100 subscribers. So definitely like and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to set up for free coaching, I love to talk to you and just meet with you guys one-on-one and see if I can help you out in any way. All right, guys. So take care. Have a good day, guys. Talk to you soon.